value that is truly extraordinary. Something that's different, something that is truly special. Every once in a while, I have an opportunity to bring you something that our audience has already said that they fell in love with. You know, there's something warm, something inviting, something really special about the look of a lantern, whether it be inside your home or outside. And virtually every home magazine has been featuring lanterns now for 2 years. These are different. These are from Candle Impressions. Candle Impression was the very first company to bring a battery-operated candle to QVC. These are all completely free and self-contained. There's no power cord, there's no worries, there's no real flame. 2 C-cell batteries, and you've got a candle that'll burn for 900 hours. Now, here's the interesting part. This, although it looks like beautiful, old and weathered metal, is actually polyresin. So this lantern, unlike most, can actually reside outdoors. And candlelight outdoors becomes even more unique. The color that I've got in front of me is the antique bronze. That has been our most popular. We've had, what, over 12,000 of these sets that have been ordered already. The next one, and you're getting 2 in that set, that's important. This is antique black. Notice how it's weathered. Gorgeous old-fashioned green. The antique red, think about this for the holidays, or an antique white. You're getting the set of 2. You'll get a remote control for both. So now I've got 2 gifts if I wish to give them, or to hang on to both and be able to decorate all throughout our home. Our value is a great value. It starts off again with the idea of this having been one of our most popular Today's Special Values that we did last year, and that was in July. And I remember that we sold out of several colors, but they were individually priced. Now we've got them in sets of 2. $59.56 would be your price. We're at $37.12, and don't forget about the Easy Pay. That's 2 payments of $18.56. I want to introduce you to our representative from Candle Impressions. You had a late night.
I did.
That was so adult of you, staying up after midnight.
I did.
Yeah.
How about that? I haven't done that in a long time.
This is Sue Clark Overton. Welcome back. It's always a pleasure.
It's always good to see you, Dan.
This is one of those examples where more is better.
I know, right? Isn't it awesome? I love that we're giving you 2, that you're getting 2 remotes, so now you can operate it with the remote and the timer from the remote. And it's real glass on these lanterns, which is so nice. And I love that you have the working door on this too, Dan, just like it mimics our bigger lantern.
Yeah, so you can embellish, you know, if it's summer, put a little sand and some seashells.
Right, exactly.
It's amazing what you can do with pine cones in fall and festive.
Right? And totally change up the look. The cool thing is, too, you put 2 C batteries in here, 900 hours of glow time. That's just phenomenal. I get so excited saying that because it's like only twice a year you're going to change these batteries.
That's
if you put in the timer. Yes.
Candle Impressions was the first company to bring the concept of a battery-operated candle to the marketplace into QVC. And when I first heard that concept, somebody goes, hey, we're going to have they're really, what a great idea, battery-operated candles. My brain didn't wrap around that well.
Yeah.
I looked like a dog that heard a whistle.
Right.
It's like, what?
What?
Battery-operated candles?
Yeah.
Isn't that called a flashlight? No, Dan. These are real wax candles that glow from within and give the same ambiance, the same warmth, the same wonderful light that a candle would give you.
Right.
But without the, heaven forbid, the thought of fire.
Yes.
Fire's never good.
That's right.
The smoke, the mess, the dripping of wax, the cleaning of it. And by the way, when you put a candle outside, they blow out pretty easy.
They do, yeah.
This can be put and left outdoors. You can have your set of 2 flanking your entryway door.
Yeah.
Or up a flight of stairs. If it rains, it doesn't matter. You should see how these look in the snow.
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty when you see that. And since we're right here, before we start walking around, I just wanted to show you, here's the difference between the antique bronze and the antique black, because you know, they are kind of close, and so it's just a matter of what you're in the mood for. You can see this has more of like your brown, coppery tones. This is your classic black with a little bit of white striations in there, so it's just beautiful. They're both distressed.
And I like that they don't look new.
Right, that they look weathered.
You know? They look like they've got some heritage to them.
Yeah.
And you know, the Day of the Lantern, we always kind of figure it's like 1800s London.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
But it gives you that feeling. And that's why in every homeowner magazine, lanterns have become the hottest commodity. And you put them anywhere.
We put them anywhere.
Within your home.
Yeah, and I can show you real too before we move, but here's the remote, which is so easy.
And you get two of them because you're getting two lanterns.
Exactly. There you can see it says on, off, and there's your, when you want to put it in the 5-hour timer mode, you just press this. So that's what's great, Dan. You can be, you know, away from your mantle or wherever you have it up high and work it by the
I was going to say, I can put these in areas that there's no way I can reach.
Yeah.
So, and then just enjoy it. We've got them on the mantelpiece.
Yeah.
I've got them tucked into little bookshelves. Let's take a
Here?
walk.
Let's walk.
I'll follow you.
I love it right here just because you're getting to see how cool it looks as a centerpiece just by itself. We put a little piece of some greenery up here, which looks really nice and an extra added touch.
How big are they?
They're a little below 16 inches high.
Okay.
So it's like 15 and 7
All right, but
inches.
that's not minuscule by any stretch of the imagination. Right? And you're getting two of them at this price.
Two of them.
One of my favorite places is right here.
Yeah,
now,
I love this.
I also want to point out, these are identical, absolutely the same to the ones that Sue brought us last year that sold out.
Yeah.
And that also includes their bigger pieces.
And we did that so on purpose.
If you're adding to the collection, because I've got 3 of your larger ones at home that reside inside of our fireplace.
Yeah.
Because we don't burn logs in there very often. It's an old farmhouse. It's a walk-in fireplace.
Yeah.
The thing looks like a vacant hole in the house. We put 3 lanterns in there, and it's warm and inviting
Isn't
and
that
friendly.
Wonderful? I love that. And I love that this gives you an idea of what you can do, like stagger them up your steps, by your walkway. They truly are indoor-outdoor, so you're
And by the way,
options.
as glorious as this looks, add to it then, you know, greenery and lights for
like
Christmas.
Think about, oh my gosh, isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
So here's another example of just having them up on like a little buffet table.
Or just tucked into a little corner, like over here.
Look at how great that looks. And it's candle impression, so you're seeing that soft glow.
And it flickers.
It flickers. And it's like just from the bottom to the top, the glow. So it's just really beautiful. It really mimics what a real lit candle would do. I love it over here too on the step stand.
It creates the same mood without any concerns. By the way, the battery life is absolutely insane. There's not another battery-operated candle that can boast 900 hours of light. To break it down for you, if you're using the 5-hour timer, your 2 C-cell batteries last 6 months.
6 months, so only twice a year you're going to be changing batteries, which is incredible. And I can show you up here with this one. See how it's just a little further away? I can use my remote to turn it on and off, which is really nice. I press the 5-hour. Now it's going to blink. Now it's in the 5-hour timer mode. I love that you have the remote too.
And consider this, as cool as this looks here, I could take any one of these and put it outdoors and leave it there because the rain won't affect it.
Right.
Cold temperatures don't affect it. The heat of the summer sun doesn't even affect it.
Yeah. Should we go out there?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
Allow me.
Thank you. Yeah,
By the way, we have enough candles out here. It looks like a cult. But I gotta tell you, it warms up this space. Outdoors,
it does, doesn't it?
Outdoor living has changed so much in the last 10 years.
Yeah, we're having more events outside with couches and everything, so it's like bringing the the indoors outside. So you want to have your lanterns, and here is another example of just putting it up on the table. It just makes a wonderful statement piece.
Yeah.
If you have our other bigger lantern, look at what you can do when you stagger them down some steps or on the patio.
Same company, same paint, same craftsmanship,
yes,
all the way around. Last year in July, we did the lantern Today's Special Value, and people went crazy, and they were sold individually. This is the first time that we made them available in a set of 2.
Yeah.
So when we start talking about adding them to some of the other pieces, we do a bigger version from Candle Impressions. They absolutely will match identically if you choose the same color that you chose before.
And this is what I love. That really shows that example of what you were just talking about, Dan, because look at how awesome this looks by the front door. And even if you don't have our bigger lantern, you're going to have 2 of this size to flank on either side of your front door. So it's a great look.
I've got to tell you, they really are pleasing to the eye.
Yeah, they really
And they
are.
did such a beautiful job in doing all of the handwork to give it that old vintage-like look.
Yeah.
The distressed look, which is so popular right now.
Right.
I've said this before, it's actually much, much more difficult to take something brand new and make it look old than it is to take something that's old and make it look new.
Right, exactly. And
So-
I love that you have the working door even on here because you can clean it easily, get into there, decorate it, which is really nice. And no worries, because this is resin. And
But
the
it doesn't
candle's
look
resin.
like it.
I know, it looks like
I'm telling
metal,
you,
right?
you have to touch it to realize that it's not metal.
Yeah.
And even then, you might be fooled.
Right, I know. And that's what's so cool. I have a little water demo down here I can show
Sure.
you, because when we say that this is meant to be indoor outdoor, we truly do mean that. You can have a big rainstorm come through, the sun can be beating down on it, and look, your lantern's gonna glow, your candle's gonna glow, everything's gonna work, and no worries. You can leave it outside and be inside and seeing the snow coming down, and you don't have any worries about it.
Now, if it gets a little water on the inside, it doesn't matter. There's drainage holes.
Yes.
And that battery box is sealed with a rubber seal on it. You're good to
Yeah,
go.
you're good to go. And then
So
you could be inside the
put it
front door.
anywhere.
Working your remote. You know, if it's too cold or something.
Well, one of the things that I had never thought of being able to do before was the idea of hanging a lantern from a tree,
Yes.
which is exactly what they did on my property when they built the house in 1790.
Oh, is that right?
But those lanterns were dangerous.
Yeah.
This, I can leave it there every night with that timer. It comes on, lights up
And
for
lights
5
up
hours,
for
and then
5
turns
hours.
off.
Exactly. And then repeats the cycle for you.
So I don't have to make the rounds.
day.
I don't have to
No.
go to my 2 different lanterns and turn them on, turn them off.
Yeah.
The little one by the fire pit.
Isn't that awesome?
I like that.
I love that. I think that's so cool. And we have so many great color choices for you that I think
Yes, let's go
one
through
is,
those again.
Yeah, it's definitely going to resonate with you, I think. So the antique bronze, I think a lot of people, you're
That
looking at the
antique white has
is
been
gorgeous.
really popular.
I know, I love that. Isn't it beautiful? Especially for summertime. And then for the holidays, you can dress it up with some berries inside, put a bow on top.
You know me. I shouldn't even be allowed to pick out clothing. Okay? So this was Kelly's choice. Kelly picked the antique white
Did she?
for our den, our main living area. And ours happened to sit again. I have the set from last year.
Right.
They sit inside that fireplace. And that's where they are all the time. And it's really nice, to sit in there watching TV and just that little bit of glow coming from the fireplace. I love it.
It makes the room feel warm and inviting.
It's friendly.
It's friendly, yeah. So here's your antique bronze. That's this set right here.
Getting 2.
Yep, getting 2. And the 2 remotes, which are right here.
Now the antique black actually has a silver tone to it because they use silver to give it that vintage distressed look.
It does. And it's just, I think with all of these, they're a timeless shape. They're very classic. So it doesn't matter if you decorate with French country or more modern, these are going to work.
Agreed.
The green.
I really like that green.
That green is pretty, isn't it?
And I'll tell you why.
That's one of our newer
Usually
ones.
when people go to an antique green, they go to like a verdigris, which is almost like a turquoise.
Yeah.
This is a real, true vintage.
It really is.
Green.
Rich green.
Yes.
Like a Kelly green almost. I love it.
And then to me, this is an English phone booth.
I know, that is. It's so pretty.
But if you look closely, and we'll probably do this more inside, when you see the distressing, that's actually done with a different color of paint. And if you look closely, that's all done by hand. So the red has undertones of a goldish, but when you see it from a distance, it just looks right.
I love it too because it really jumps out. And
I
then your
love that
antique
this
white.
almost looks a little dirty.
It's pretty
Like it's
white.
been weathered. That's the antique white. Now you're seeing them individually. Keep in mind, for the price you see on the screen, you get 2 of them. You get 2 lanterns,
Yes.
2 remotes. You'll need 2 C-cell batteries for each one, but you're paying considerably less than what would be the case otherwise. And almost everyone who bought a lantern last year in July, when we made it available as a Today's Special Value, and I believe some of the colors sold out rather quickly.
Yeah.
More than half the people, if I remember correctly, bought more than one to begin with.
Yeah.
So as a retailer, let's help you out. We're making them available now in a set of 2. $37.12 brings those to you, and now you can decide if maybe you want to gift one, or that where you give a gift to yourself And then keep one.
Exactly.